Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Helen Velo, and welcome to the Global Truth Center Toronto. Wherever you are in the world, thank you for tuning in this morning. If you're tuning in live on Facebook or YouTube, or perhaps you are watching in the archives. Our theme for January is creating your best life. And our vision statement at Global Truth Center Toronto is love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. And so we come together on a Sunday. We come together on other occasions when we can get together to see one another, to see that beautiful light in each one of us, to recognize that we are one. We are all one. We're all in this together, and that we can come together in compassion and love, harmony, peace, grace, and oneness. And so, with that, I am going to invite our musician of the day, our special guest, Phil Jacobs. He's such a delight, and haven't seen Phil in a little while. We're like, oh my God, it's so great to see one another. So, I'm just going to bring Phil in. Good morning, Phil.
Hi, Helen. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be here and good to see your face.
Yes, and good to have you back. And I'll have you start us off with your morning opening song.
Here we go. This is a song that was made famous by Kansas. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. The same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Oh. Oh. Da 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 da. Don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away, and all your money won't another minute by. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Oh, dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
Beautiful, Phil. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, dust in the wind reminds me of just how impermanent life is, and that, spirit is the only thing that is permanent, that breath, that wind that moves through us as us, and everything else is constantly changing form. And so, as we come together on this Sunday morning and we go beyond that world of form to understand that our physical world is actually a reflection of our consciousness, and the ultimate reality is one of love, peace, harmony, and grace that each one of us can use to embody and live from. In every moment, we have choice. And this is so important to understand as we are creating our best life, because whatever we choose to think, whatever we choose to be, whatever action we choose to take will determine the type of world that we experience and see. Whatever direction our mind takes and firmly believes in forms a new thought pattern within the atmosphere of pure potentiality. And so, this is what takes form in new creations. When we come together on a Sunday morning and we embrace these new thought teachings to open our minds to new thoughts, ones we may not have considered before. Because if we live as we have lived in the past, then our future will be more of the same. Yet, if we choose to live in a greater consciousness of love, and we are willing to open our hearts to a deeper level of forgiveness and compassion and this commitment to love, we will play a part in bringing peace and harmony to this world. So it's up to each one of us to accept the light that is within us, the infinite creative power of love, and the gifts of expression that it can emerge from this connection to our loving selves. And if you think about it and you make a few subtle changes within, each one of us can create momentous changes in our lives this year. And yes, we will be living our best life. So today, consider that your life can be in a state of amazing grace. And so I'm going to invite Phil in as he moves into our Invocation Song. And our practitioner today is Hester Ostry. So I will bring Phil and Hester in and can take us away in our Invocation Song, Phil.
Thank you, Helen. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. My chains are gone and I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me. Oh, and like a flood mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace.
Is it my
Yes.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me in affirmative prayer this morning. I now invite you to close your eyes if you wish. Take a deep breath and relax. In this stillness, as I sink deep into my heart space, this is what I know right here and now, that there is only one divine and endless creative energy that is the beginning of everything and everyone. Out of this limitless and endless supply of pure substance, everything is continuously created whole, perfect, and complete. As I sit in this sacred place, in the knowingness within my heart space, that wherever I am, this creative and vibrational energy, including all its attributes and natural creative gifts, flows through me, around me, and as me. As I embody this truth, I know that it is the same for each individual here on earth and everything and everyone in the universe. As my spirit, soul, and body is restored and renewed, I have clarity in my thinking, and I've been receptive for all the goodness that supports me while living my best life. Life has become more promising, joyous, and exciting, to name a few, as I recognize and embrace that I live in limitless abundance in all that supports and loves me unconditionally. The life I am creating for my best life does not hurt me, does not hurt anyone, nor does it hurt the world or the universe. With this in mind, I accept everything that comes my way wholeheartedly, no matter how big or small, as it can only be for my highest good. In stillness, I listen and trust my intuition to guide and protect me always for making the right choice and decision as I venture out in situations or experiences. My life is constantly overflowing with all goodness, not only for myself, but for everyone and everything in this whole universe. I give and accept freely, as I know this exchange is my divine nature. As I go along my life's journey, I marvel at how wonderful and joyous it feels to witness the unity with God and everyone. I live with the knowledge that divine creative energy expresses itself through me, as me with peace in my mind, love in my heart, and joy throughout my body. I am immensely grateful for this enlightenment and also for sharing with each one of you today. I release my word as law, knowing my best life is already happening. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. The earth shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbid to shine. My God, my Savior has ransomed me, and like a flood His mercy reigns. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh,
Thank you both. That was so beautiful. Thank you, Phil. And thank you, Hester. And so, Hester, you're going to stay on with me.
Yes, I.
Good morning. How are
Oh,
you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good.
Good. This is the last Sunday of our theme for creating your best life. And how have you been doing that this month?
Creating my best life. Actually, that was, I could call it my New Year's resolution, really. And I believe that by creating my best life, I would have to be more aligned spiritually. So I started working on that. And I also realized that I had to release certain things that was not serving me to my highest
Hmm.
good. So, and it all started with a talk that I had with a practitioner, Margaret Ann. And I was relating to her an experience I had as a child. And that experience seemed to be coming up occasionally, but I never really paid much attention because it happened when I was a child and I moved on. But then whilst talking to my practitioner, and I related it to her, I felt there must be something more. Why am I still talking about this?
Mm.
It happened when I was about 6 or 7 years old. I was outside playing and I was bored. Then I heard adults laughing and carrying on in the house. So I was out of curiosity as a child. I went in there and I stood in the doorway and I was looking in and seeing all those adults laughing and having a ball. So I was
Mm.
completely fascinated, not so much with what they were saying, but I was fascinated with the different reaction on their faces. I thought it was hilarious. So whilst I was there, one of my aunts, she was there peeling a golden apple of fruit. And she looked up and saw me and came at me with the knife in her hand. As a child, I didn't know what she was going to do with the knife. I know she was
Mm-hmm.
eating something. I didn't. Then she looked at me and stared me down and said, Mimi, you know you're not supposed to be here when adults are having their conversations. The next time I catch you doing this, I'm going to scoop your eyes right out of your head. And she shows the knife. And I ran. And people started laughing, and I ran. I was so confused, you know.
I'm sure.
So I
Yes,
never
as a
really,
child.
uh, yeah. So I never
Mhm,
really paid much attention. And it's funny because I grew up loving my aunt, you
mhm,
know. It's as though part of me accepted her for who she was because they were very good qualities. She had good qualities, but believe me, she had some horrible qualities as
mhm.
well. But I'm the only one that seemed to be able to understand that about her. So we kept in touch. But why is this coming up right now? I don't know. But anyway, a week after that, I was doing something in my kitchen. And all of a sudden, I felt a shift in energy, a shift. I can call it that right now, a shift in energy. But there
Mhm.
was a something, and then I felt like all of a sudden something came into my mind. Wow, you have never been loved, Hester. Nobody never really loved you. And all of a sudden, a list of the people that I thought that loved me came into my mind, and then I
Mm.
was surprised, like, and then all of us at that same moment, I heard. I do not know if it was a voice. I do not know, but something came streaming down at me saying, "But God loves you,"
Oh.
and I felt, oh well, that's all it is, you know. So yes, to start my best life right now, knowing that God loves me, everything else just fades away. And with that in
Mhm.
mind, that's how I live my life.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful, and it changes everything.
And that changes everything. So,
Yes.
but before I do anything, before I venture into any situations or circumstances, I ask myself 3 or 4 questions. Will it hurt me? Will it hurt anybody? Will it hurt the world? Will it hurt the universe? And once I get clearance to those questions, I just go ahead and do it, guided by intuition.
Wow. That's so interesting, Hester, because that's exactly what I'm talking about this morning. There is
Oh,
only one mind. We are
one
so
mind.
plugged in.
Yes, always.
I'm
Yes.
having some like similar experiences. It's
Oh, wow.
amazing.
That's
Yes.
interesting. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so cool. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Would you lead us in our affirmation for today?
Today,
Yes.
I claim my natural ability to manifest my highest good. And everyone, please say after with me. I claim my natural ability to manifest my highest good.
Yes. And I think that that particular affirmation for me today has such profound meaning. So
Wow.
thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. And namaste.
Namaste, Hester. I'll see you in
Yeah.
a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring Phil back on for the feature song, and I when he played the song, I'm like, this has to be the feature song. So Phil, come on in.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Hesta, for your wisdom and your sharing. And Reverend Helen, I can't wait to listen to what you're going to say today with this song as the setup. So here it goes. There's something happening here, and what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me, oh, I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Ooh, ah, ooh. This battle line's being drawn, and nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Ooh, yeah, what a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the streets, singing songs and carrying signs. I mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Ooh, ah, ooh, paranoia strikes deep. Go into your hearts, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. You step out of line, the man come and take you away. We better stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Now, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Ooh, oh. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
We're kind of in sync. Oh, thank you so much, Phil.
You're welcome.
Oh, stop and take a look at what's going around, what's going down. There's a lot going down in this world right now. But my talk title today is To Serve with Love. And a quote came in Bruce Lipton's newsletter I actually came in this morning and I thought, oh my God, I just have to put this in right at the beginning. Take care of your own backyard before you go out and save the world. And it's an old hippie proverb from the last century. So I've had a little bit of cleaning up in my own backyard to do, transforming some of my subconscious beliefs that have been limiting me into more life enhancing actions, ways of being and feeling about myself. And of course, as we all do this and things are showing up in the world, and we have, every one of us have our challenges at different times. Well, this week for me, as I'm working through my stuff, I developed a sty in my eye. It's in my right eye. And I also had some kidney stuff show up in some blood work that I had done this week. So, of course, kidneys represent fear and structure and safety. And, uh, what am I not wanting to see? What am I not wanting to see in my subconscious? And of course, what the mind represses, the body expresses. Because as we all know and we can remember, there is a mental, emotional, causative factor back of everything that shows up in the physical world. So digging around in my own subconscious mind to really ask myself, wow, what am I most fearful of? And what is it about myself that I don't want to see? So I've mentioned a little bit over the last couple of weeks that there was some changes going on with um, the Hoffman Institute, which I have taught for 25 years. It has been a structure for me, and a safety for me, and of course, a deep, deep love for me as well on many levels, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially. And this week, I was asked to make a choice. So I made a choice that was number one, most loving for me. And I realized that if I didn't make this choice from love for everyone, for, love only, forgiving everything, but coming back into really remembering who I am, I recognized that making this choice does have a ripple effect in the world. And so I went to bed one night and I thought a lot about, like, if I said yes with this person at the helm, what would I fear? And there were a lot of fears that came up. A lot. So, fear of someone being not so nice, bullying, fear of, someone changing their mind and not paying me because I've seen it happen with this person. There were lots of different fears. And so I thought, no, I am not going to live in fear. I am not going to go into a work environment with those fears. And so I'm saying no. And I'm saying yes to ensuring that I'm living, being, and working in the most loving environment for me so that I can be of service to others. And I thought about the fact that I am willing to say no to something that is not healthy. I am not only saying no for myself, I am saying no for every other person that doesn't have the maybe the resiliency or the capacity in this moment to say no. And of course, the universe universe, it works in such mysterious ways, because I have a new coaching client this week, and the first thing that pops out of this client's mouth is, I'm working with a boss that is a bully. And I went, oh, okay, well, Let's figure out why you're doing that. So I'm like, I'm in the process of saying no to all of that. So when we work directly for the good of others, and what that means is that we engage in the spirit of service, of meaning. The meaning in our life deepens in a way that we can't foresee. So this is about saying yes to the ultimate meaning, yes to the collective good, yes to universal consciousness, from the understanding that we are all connected and that what I do and say and what I choose does have an effect in the world and an effect on others. So that might sound like also a huge responsibility, that, oh my God, everything I do, say, and be has an effect on the world. Because it will. But here's my question to you this morning. Are you part of the vanguard of love that is happening throughout the world, the consciousness of love, and committed to uplifting the consciousness of love in the world? Or are you committed to perpetuating the cycles of harm to yourself and therefore others? Because the more conscious I am of living from that place of love only, forgive everything, and remembering that that is who and what I am, this love, the more freedom I feel. And when you make service an expression of love, the universe is going to magnify all that love right back to you. So it is about being, first of all, in service to yourself. And if you are not saying yes of service to yourself, then you are not an effective and an agent of change in the world. So and I think we all know people who are very selfless and give of themselves to everybody else but themselves. So here's my other question. If you are not willing to say no to what isn't in service to yourself, what are you saying yes to? Because that's when we vibrate at a lower vibration. That's when we vibrate at the victim mentality, and things happen to us and we experience more pain in the world. So if you are not willing to say no to anything that is of a lower vibration, then what are you saying yes to? For me, growing up, so I'm looking back into my subconscious beliefs, and yes, I'm going back to my childhood as well, and looking and going, what is it here? And it's like, I learned to be a yes person. I learned to say yes to everyone so that they would like me or love me, or I would perceive that they would like me or love me. The difficulty with that is that, as I said yes to people and situations that were not aligned with who I truly am at my state, I just started creating more chaos in my life and more experiences to go that would prove to me I'm not really worthy of that love. And as it was so beautiful what Hester said. Oh, thank you for that, Hester, around, recognizing that really ultimately, unless we are in that place of self-givingness, of love unto ourselves as our God self, well, first of all, we'll never see what people can give to us as love. It will never be enough. and we'll constantly feel like we have to beg for somebody else's love. And the one thing I'm not doing is I am not prostituting myself. And I know prostituting myself is strong words, but you know what? I'm not going to spiritually sell my soul for some little crumb of love because it's better than nothing. I can make the choice that comes from this place of knowing who I am as my God self and say yes to it, and then allow the universe to support me in that. So, what is conscious love? Conscious love emphasizes the life affirming nature of who I truly am, of who you truly are. Conscious love is love in the service to inner transformation first. Because when we're conscious, we will always do the most loving thing, the most connected, intimate thing that brings us a communion, a union with our own God self, spirit, universal presence, whatever you want to call it, and then also to others. To do the unloving thing to ourselves is somehow not to be aware of who we truly are. And we need to wake up. We all need to wake up to recognize that the first requirement of conscious love is to be and serve ourselves with that love, with that awareness of remembering who we are, and anchored, really deeply anchored in a quality of beingness that rises above our ego's needs. Because the ego's needs is built on a house of cards. That is not a structure. That is not safety. The structure and safety comes from within and knowing who we are. So yes, I am making a choice to say no. And I am committed to my own movement and change in a forward, expansive direction, showing myself exactly where I need to grow. And learning to use each moment of choice as this opportunity to really get clear on what are my values and what am I taking a stand for. Because as Ernest Holmes said, show me someone who is against nothing and stands for something. And I am going to take a stand for loving myself and loving others from this highest place. And a conscious loving relationship with my spirit is the one that calls forth who I truly am. So as I, learn, oh my gosh, we think we learned it. We think we've got it all down. We think that, okay, I've arrived. And then there's so many more layers and to peel off. It's like to get down into a deeper core of myself. And as I said to my husband, I'm staying very clear and focused, but I'm going deep into who I am, deep into truth, deep into spiritual principle. And so to access all of those qualities, I know I get the opportunity to contribute to a vision, my vision of love and peace and respect and harmony and abundance in all ways. Because that's the other thing that I've really recognized and I'm bumping up against is, do I really feel worthy? Am I willing to see myself? Apparently, I wasn't fully willing because I have this sty in my eye to see all of who I am, how powerful I am, how capable I am, how loving I am. Okay, it needs a little bit of work apparently. So that's the work I'm doing. And yeah, that means also saying no to what ultimately isn't really loving, abundant, harmonious, peaceful, supportive, gracious, so that I don't say yes to something that's below that. So, the end goal of healing is to be in a healthy relationship with who we truly are, our spirit, our God self, our universal self, whatever we want to call it. All that we experience from the beginning of our spiritual journey to the end, when we take our last breath and transition into some other place, trains us to be able to better serve our fellow brothers and sisters. Understand that if this is not the intention of who we are, then we find at the very end, when we're about to take our last breath, that we've accomplished nothing. There's a great study that was done with people who were at the end of their life, and they were asked about regrets. And they divided their regrets into two categories: things that they did that they wish they hadn't, or things they hadn't done that they wished they had. And it was the latter that had more impact. The things that people wish they had done and regretted that they hadn't done it. And I know for myself, I would regret not taking this deep dive into myself and living as my true, authentic self, no matter what. That would be a huge regret for me at the end of my life. So, again, it's only by, walking along this path of service to ourselves, which is in ultimate service to the highest and best good of all, that we really get that this power of love is within each and every one of us. Yes, it is within you, Hester, as you pouring into you from that divine universal presence of love, that infinite love. And it just surrounds all of us and is there for us. It is there for us on the individual, the micro level, but also the macro level, that universal plane of being. So in each one of us, there exists a divine image of ultimate perfection, for that universal love indwells in everything that has been created. And it's up to us to reveal it in our life, to serve ourselves and our fellow brothers and sisters with love. So all is universal mind. That universe is infinite, an infinite creative source of all. And to know the power of love and good, which is responding to me, which is responding to each and every one of us, and bringing into our experience everything that is necessary for the unfoldment of our happiness, our peace, our health, our well-being, our abundance. There is a power for good that enables us to help ourselves first, and then also to help others. So, for a moment, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. I'm going to bring Phil in, and he's going to play on. I see that I haven't changed my title either. Thank you, Phil.
It's okay. You were in the zone.
I was in the zone. I didn't even see it. But just to, Phil's going to play his bowls, and I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and take a breath deep into your heart space. And ask yourself, you breathe in, you feel the vibration move through your body. Where am I limiting my goodness, my love towards myself? Where do I need to let go? What can I say no to that isn't a vibrational match to the truth of who I am? How do I serve myself, serve others from a place of love? What is it that I really need to give to myself first? To acknowledge about myself. What have I not been saying no to that I can now muster up the courage and conviction to say no to? What fear can I release and let go of? The fear is erroneous. It is not who you are. Fear is learned. And in this moment, breathe. Take a deep breath into your body. Gently exhaling. What is your body telling you? What does your body want you to know? Where is it tight, constricted? Tingly, perhaps cold. Wherever that is in your body, breathe into the energy of love that is within you and surrounds you. Breathe it in. And breathe into love. Breathe in to serving yourself, to loving yourself, to knowing that safety and security comes from within. It's all there waiting for you to uncover and discover. Breathe it in and say yes to the love that you are. And so it is. Mm, Thank you so much, Phil.
So welcome.
And so, to finish off, I say do your own work. It is so potent and so powerful and so worth it. And above all, remember that as you touch into your heart and you touch in and connect with somebody else, you create that ripple of love and peace and light that extends beyond the radius of that initial interaction. And so, recognizing that everything is energy, everything, including my thoughts, my feelings, my word, my actions, the whole universe is but a vibration. And I am and we are pure energy vibrating from the energy of our heart space. So breathe it in, live it, be it, and know it is done. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. And I'm going to just take you off for a few minutes, Phil. We're going to do our giving affirmation and announcements, and then I'll bring you back for the final song.
Perfect.
So, taking a breath, recognizing that we are these beautiful, beautiful hearts, and to open up and enter into the heart space, to be really loving and kind and gentle with yourself. And as I move into our giving affirmation, know that our our tithe this month goes to the Red Door Family Shelter. And so our giving affirmation is I live in an universe of abundance. Yes, yes, so true. I live in a universe of abundance. And as I freely and joyfully give to my spiritual center, I recognize that I am the flow of abundance I share with all life. As I give, I receive. And say with me, and so it is. Couple more things to know. First of all, we invite you to renew your membership for Global Truth Center Toronto. look up into those unlimited possibilities in 2022, you can do that on our website at globaltruthcentertoronto.com. And Spirit Breath happens Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. on Zoom. So you're always welcome to join in for meditation at that time. And the link is on the website on our calendar. It's on the front page. If you scroll down, you will see Spirit Breath there, and you can just hit the Zoom link and join in. Also, save the date. Next Sunday. How did that come up so fast? It's next Sunday is February 6th, and that is our annual general meeting at 11:15 a.m. on Zoom. If you're a member, you received our letter that had the Zoom link, had financials in it, and what else did it have? It had something else. Oh, if you can't attend the meeting and you want to vote by proxy, because we do have 3 spaces left for board members, if anyone's interested, you can send in your proxy vote. All the information is there. If you didn't receive it, A, look in your junk mail, or B, send me an email and I will send it to you. And I think that is it for now. So I'm going to bring Phil back for a closing song. And I want to say thank you to Phil and Hester, and thank you to all of you. Much love to you. And come on back, Phil, and you're going to sing us out with an original.
Thank you, Helen. Your talk. Thank you for your talk. Thank you for your wisdom. Very, very evocative of, our choices. What do we choose? What do we choose? What life do we want to choose to live?
Yeah.
What we're paying attention to, and then the layers too, right? You're talking about the like you're here.
It's a never-ending journey.
And what came through to me when you said that is like when you feel like you've arrived, it's like it's arrived. What should the question should be? Okay, so what's next? Okay, what's coming up? Like I've learned all this stuff. And what are the next obstacles that I'm going to use all what I've learned, to get through this next stage?
Yeah. You're bang on there, Phil. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, and this song speaks to that. So, what might be or might feel like an aggravation, apparently it's our light. You can call it the shadow self or whatever you want to call it. It's like it's a signal from the inside saying, hey, pay attention. So this is the point of view from the signal or from the thought. Hey, you on the fence, well, what are you doing up there? Why don't you wash your face and brush back your gorgeous hair? I'll come up and meet you there, and for a while we can stare at each other's flaws and faults, unlocking them from their vaults, and give them the love that they deserve, and wonder what they will serve. 'Cause everything has a secret power, where love it blossoms like a flower. Oh hey, I'm your light, I am here to give you the right to stand up and walk your fight. You're the star that shines so bright. Oh hey, I'm your power, I am here for your final hour. I'll give you all of me so you can be all you can be. Oh hey, oh hey, I'm your light, I am here to give you the right to stand up and walk your fight. You're the star that shines so bright. Oh, hey, I'm your power. I am here for your final hour. I'll give you all of me so you can be all you can be. Oh, hey, oh, oh, oh,
Mm, beautiful. What a wonderful, wonderful song to finish off with. Thank you, everyone. Know that Hester is available for affirmative prayer after service today. 647 Is that correct, Phil?
Yes, it is.
Hester? Okay, good. Gotta make sure I got the right one. Thank you so much, Phil. Thank you, Hester. Love you both so much. Thank you to all of you. I love you. And we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye. Namaste.